Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to another RPG News Roundup, this time for December 28th, 2024, where each week I take a look back at the week in tabletop, computer, and console role-playing game news and bring you the highlights. And I hope you are all having a wonderful end of the year, looking forward to 2025. It's going to be a super light week this week, as always at this time of year. We'll start with computer and console role-playing game news. It does look like the Dark Alliance servers for Dungeons & Dragons are shutting down. That was Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. That was an attempt to revitalize the Dark Alliance series. It was released only about 4 years ago, a little bit more, and I gotta be honest, I'm actually surprised it was still running this long. There will be an offline mode made available to play single player, so hey, all 10 of its fans will probably be good with that. And I don't usually cover the rumors, but apparently there are leaks that state that yes, there is going to be an Oblivion remaster, an Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster in development, and yeah, I'm not sure of the status of it. It looks like some things are not going great with it, but we'll have to see. Better than trying and failing at Elder Scrolls 6. A lot of people are demanding Elder Scrolls 6 right now, or that they work on it. The state of the game industry right now and the state of major studios right now, I am perfectly content with a remaster at this point, because I am afraid with what they do with the lore and everything for Elder Scrolls 6. It's probably best to leave it until things have stabilized a bit. Onwards towards announcements, the Curse of Mount Madre is set to release in January. It'll be coming to the PC on January 20th. It'll be set in a Wild West style setting and follow 2 orphan boys and a veteran treasure hunter. As far as actual releases go, Dicey Tales was released. It is a tabletop RPG-inspired strategy RPG that has deck building elements. So it's inspired by tabletop RPGs, but it's a strategy RPG. And you assemble an expedition from a variety of heroes. The Chimera Chronicles Usurper is a dark fantasy-themed action RPG dungeon crawler with procedurally generated dungeons that has just hit early access. On towards tabletop RPG news, we'll dive right into minor and PDF releases. Thrill of Death is a Pathfinder 2nd edition compatible supplement that introduces 2 martial classes as well as weapons and other options. It includes the Daredevil and Martyr. Wizards Refocused is a Pathfinder 2nd edition expansion for the Wizard class, offering new options including feats and so forth. Hell's Coming With Me is a 5th edition adventure dealing with escorting a tiefling paladin back to their small hometown. Arenthia Dark Awakenings is a steampunk 5th edition adventure suited for level 5 characters from Planar Inc., who has done this sort of thing before. Adventure Ripples has 100 plus 10 unique settlements for 5th edition, which is exactly what it says on the tin. A number of settlements detailed for various terrain, geography, etc. I think they also had some sort of character class or subclass out, but I only saw that glancing before I took the script and put it up and didn't really have time to work it in. Probably took me longer to explain that than I had just actually worked it in. Anyway, Creator Works, a Classic Monsters Complete Collection, is a collection of rules to play classic monster movie-style monsters in a sort of modern gothic punk horror setting detailed for 5th edition and compatible systems. The Pirate Grimoire is a 5th edition compatible supplement focused around pirates and nautical adventures, including factions, unique pirates, legendary treasures, and so forth. Book of Natural Magic has a collection of knowledge for 5th edition focused around 20 natural magic items. Hemocrux Bindings is a magical item for blood mages for 5th edition, allowing them to cast unholy rituals and curses. Beneath the Sunken Catacombs, 2nd edition is an OSR system with a collection of 9 classes, a detailed bestiary, rules for magic items, mercenaries, and much more. Troll Gods Dungeon is a GM'd dungeon for Monsters, and the other compatible system, Tunnels and Trolls, although they can only officially say Monsters. Monkey Business Games has a number of offerings for the Ildamara setting for Rollmaster. Each supplement focuses on either an adventure or a particular aspect of that setting. There is the Silver-Tongued, Valderon, Realm of the Dead, Artifacts of Power and Mystery, Book of Gods, Book of Priests, Book of Dragons, Book of Monsters, Magia Arcana, and Botanica Arcana, and I believe another one came through just as I was coming to do this. I don't remember the name of it, though. So keep your eyes out on that if you're into that. Aetherpunk for Dragonbane is an expansion that allows new kin, professions, heroic abilities, and equipment suited for Aetherpunk and Magepunk style settings. A Dark Knight is an OSR style adventure for the Staros Gola historical RPG system. with a focus on mystery solving and investigation set in 15th century Germany. Sleepy Hollow, A Little Darkness is a scenario for the Sleepy Hollow folk horror RPG with 4 included adventures in it. The Whispers Beneath the Alley is a Call of Cthulhu scenario set in 12th century in the Abbey of St. Alcuin. It Started with a Mouse is another Call of Cthulhu scenario, this one a 1920s scenario where the Mi-Go are creating a machine to try to take control of the news. They should have just bought a corporation and done that. Tales of Menace and Mystery is a pulp action RPG system set in the era of pulp novels and serials from the early 20th century. The Winding Serpent is a tasty bit for Silent 2nd Edition featuring the sleepy town of Birchwood. Mission Snow Cone is a mission for Achtung Cthulhu involving a travel to the Arctic. Then God's Law is a mission for Delta Green where unnaturally gruesome deaths have brought the agents to LA to investigate. Finally, there's a few offerings for Torg Eternity. There's Silent Night, Stormy Night, which is a holiday-themed adventure. Then there's the Book of Wonders and the White Zone. Finally, there is Faster Than Light, Nomad Companion, a set of optional rules, guidelines for conversion between that system and CPS Deluxe systems, alternate advancement, and a number of other genre-specific rules. And that reminds me, I absolutely need to post the Faster Than Light Nomad review. It's been done. I've had no excuses not to post it, except I also have the Swords of Cepheus 2nd Edition book, which I'm trying to review. And I wanted to work them all together, but with, all the hospital trips and everything for my mom, I just haven't had time, and now I've got enough of a backlog of reviews, not just from Stellagama, but other companies. I could put a review out every week for halfway through the next year easily and still have material. So I need to get working on that. I haven't put a review out for months. My apologies. And with that, let's take a look at crowdfunding campaigns. Remember that contributing to a crowdfunding campaign should be done only at your own risk. Doing so is no guarantee of even receiving a product. Mentioned here is not an endorsement, but is for informational purposes only. And a few computer and console campaigns caught my eye this time. Dungeons of Ironshade will be an old-school grid-based dungeon crawler with modern graphics and systems. Then The Bunker will be an RPG horror game with visual novel elements based on a book series of the same name, inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. So that'll be interesting. Onwards to our tabletop campaigns. 100 side quests for 5th edition will be exactly what it says on the tin. Over 100 pages of 5th edition side quests with NPCs, challenges, and hooks. Monsters of the Month will be a creature compendium for 5th edition, covering various creatures, tactics, skills, variants such as swarms. Then Meteor Tales, the White Frost Plague, will be a campaign for the Meteor Tales RPG, dealing with a frost gripping the north and hiding in ancient horror. And yes, if you look down, the link looks very different. It is the one associated with the campaign. It looks like they either drastically changed it or reused a link from something else. Anyway, on that note, I am going to wrap things up here. I hope everybody's had a wonderful holiday so far. And Merry Christmas for those who celebrated it. Looking forward to a Happy New Year. And this has been the RPG Crawler with my RPG News Roundup. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment, got feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribestar, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.